And there are safety concerns following these incidents, and Dave Benjamin is the executive director of the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project. He joins us now live to discuss better ways, I guess, to keep ourselves and our families safe. Dave, you hear stories like this, and it really just breaks your heart. So, you know, a number of drownings in Lake Michigan this season, I guess 11 incidents overall. Are you noticing a particular trend, or is there anything there that suggests something noticeable to you?
The continuing trend that we've been seeing over the last 15 years is there's still a huge lack of public education for water safety. We really should have water safety as part of the school curriculum in every state in the United States, like we have like fire safety and tornado safety and school shooter safety, and we should have water safety to that as well. Oftentimes, water safety, a big push is for swim lessons, which gets a lot of attention and good results, but we still need to teach the hazard side of the water, understanding the statistics of who's drowning most, when, where, and why, so we can be safer in these situations.
And I know this, it's just a numbers thing, right? There's so many people that are looking for ways to try to get some relief in this heat. Can you take us through a rescue? What happens when the 911 call comes through? Take us through the steps that put it in motion.
Well, we need to understand that if there is a swimmer in distress in the water and someone's calling 911, unfortunately, 911 response is going to be too late if that person submerges, right? So if someone is struggling in the water, they're actively drowning, they're going to submerge in less than 1 minute. That's why we need to have trained eyes on the water. We need to have flotation ready to go to provide that to interrupt the drowning process so we can keep them at the surface, especially in Big Lake, Michigan. If a person submerges, it's like a moving needle in a moving haystack. It's going to be very difficult to find this person in enough time that it's going to be a successful rescue. So unfortunately for first responders, they're way behind when they're getting the 911 call. For swimmers at the beach, if you're swimming at a lifeguarded beach and you're abiding by the lifeguarded rules, swimming in the designated areas, they're trained and equipped to get to you in less than a minute to provide that flotation. They're trained to, watch the water, see the people, see someone go from swimming to distress to active drowning, and they're already in motion to get to that person.
So you talk about the training and the strategies that are in place. Can you just talk about the big things that you personally point to when you're talking about personal safety that you would want families to think about when they're going to the waterways?
When you're going to, say, Lake Michigan, a new way to think about safety is which way is the wind blowing today? Because winds across the Great Lakes are dangerous currents. And this past weekend, I mean, it was well known, a week in advance that Friday afternoon, south winds were going to begin to blow and that they're going to continue through Monday. So we had sustained south winds Friday, Saturday, Sunday into Monday, where if you're in Indiana, that south wind is going to be an offshore wind. If you're in Chicago, it's a side offshore wind. So anything that floats can go far and fast offshore. And if you're boating, and you don't anchor your boat and you exit the boat is going to go with the wind. And same thing with, inner tubes or inflatable rafts that some beaches allow. They will go far and fast with the wind. If the wind was blowing onshore, we would have waves and your traditional rip currents that are pulling away from shore. But really the most predominant current that we'll get is a longshore current because the wind's going to be hitting at the beach at an angle, either side shore or side onshore or side offshore. And you'll get a current that flows parallel to the shoreline. So you can go in the water and 10 minutes later, you're 20 yards down the beach. You're just in a longshore current, and it can feed into a rip current that pulls you away from shore, or it could feed into a structural current near a pier, or it could just simply pull you down the beach into water that's over your head. It just all depends on the topography of the sandbar formations at the beach that you're at.
Yeah, but boaters have access to that, but something for families to think about just for a day at the beach. Dave Benjamin with the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project. Thanks a lot for being with us tonight.
Thank you for allowing me the opportunity tonight.
Anytime.